Money doesn't buy happiness. Agree or disagree? Why? As a great poet once sang, whoever said money can't solve your problems must not have had enough money to solve them. On a serious note, I'm not sure money can buy happiness, but it can afford you the resources to help you along the way. There's empirical evidence suggesting that up to a certain amount of income, money makes people happier. Or at least correlates with happiness. I don't know which. Money itself can't buy happiness, but it definitely can buy a foundation and resources for you to get there. Everyone agrees on this: it's better to be sad in a Lambo than sad while homeless. Now, if having a Lambo and having more money means that people are mooching off you and you are living beyond your means, then I think that people would just say, stop living beyond your means. As for the mooching, presumably there are ways to get around that. Hide your wealth from others. I subscribe to the thought that money can buy happiness, but it can't prevent being sad or depressed. Money can buy stability and new experiences, which can definitely improve your overall outlook, but everyone has their demons and there are certain things that money can't overcome. It can't buy you happiness, but would you rather be depressed in a beautiful place doing whatever you want, or depressed swimming in debt having to work a job you hate every day? Disagree. Having enough money so I don't have to constantly think about spending some on food or not was so distressing and freeing. I never felt as bad mentally as during time when I was a student and couldn't afford basics. Disagree at a certain point. Money by itself doesn't buy happiness. You can be a billionaire and still have depression, but the lack of unstable income has been proven to affect happiness in a negative way. I would rephrase it as money doesn't buy happiness, but it does help people be happier. Money enables a person's basic needs to be met so the stress of just surviving is removed. So it doesn't buy happiness so much as it removes many worries. Disagree, but I sure as heck would prefer being depressed and rich than just depressed and poor. Money allows you to be able to get in a state of mind where you can be happy much easier. It's hard to be happy when you're worried about the electricity getting shut off. Agreed. It allows you the freedom to pursue what does make you happy. If all the problems that money could solve were suddenly solved in my life, then I'd be free to find what makes me happy. Money is a vehicle that can take you anywhere, but it cannot replace you as the driver. Happiness may be more accessible to those with such transportation, but never doubt how common unhappy rich folks are. And always learn from happy people with little. This is always said by folks on the poorer end of the income scale. You never hear a rich person say it truthfully. Money buys you your time back, and then you can use your time to do as you please, making you happy. I pay people to mow my lawn and pick up my dog's poop weekly. Not only does not having to do those jobs out in the heat make me happy, but the hours saved let me hit the movies, play video games, etc. Money doesn't buy happiness, but poverty is stressful and depressing. Too many people think that if I only had that expensive whatever I'd be happy. Trying to fill up a void with things doesn't work. But being happy with what you do have, and practicing gratitude for the good things in your life is a key. Finding things that make you happy is easy to do when you aren't working crazy hours to keep a roof over your head. I think that as long as you have enough money to cover all your needs without stressing, and still have some time to be able to enjoy life, happiness is achievable. So it's a toss-up. There's a really good documentary called Happy, it's on Netflix, which goes into studying what makes people happy. Agree. Happiness can't be bought. There's a constant state of ebb and flow with emotions. You could be a Midas, a miser, or flat broke, but those emotions are still available to you. I disagree. I used to agree to it, but nowadays, money is a necessity. Much more important, because without money, you can't buy food. Or water for that matter. That's just how the world works right now. Before you could just grow your own food or go to a stream or a well for water. Now, not anymore. At least unless you want to starve or be poisoned. Though I don't understand the need to buy a $5,000 taco that has special cheese, salad and other stuff, nor do I understand why people would buy a literal mountain of clothes, bags and shoes that you only wear once. I understand when one wants to binge some pizza or watch a good movie that doesn't look like it was recorded illegally. Money is needed to make you happy. If not to buy for yourself, Nothing beats the feeling of giving a stressed mother money to pay her mountain of groceries. Or buying an ice cream for a child being left out for being different. The expression and gratitude that give you is worth the few bucks you had to give away. Money can induce happiness, while the item itself is useless when the world goes to WWZ. For now, it's very important.